What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to put the 2-minute thing up real quick so I can get set up. There we go. There it is. What's up, everybody? I'm just checking my camera. Okay. Hopefully I fixed that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. If you can put a 1 in the chat. If you guys can hear me all right. Let me just shoot this up just a little bit. Up. What's up, Elise? All right. Wait a second. I'm setting up my mic here. Awesome. All right. So, I got a question I just want to address real quick. So, Claudia put in, she likes Doug Live from Northport. He used to cover the Gabby case. And one of my mods had deleted her message because, we try not to allow, I don't mind promoting other channels as long as it's doesn't get out of control, because I hate going to other channels and you see in there and they're always, you got the mods in there and they're like, keep it on topic, don't self-promote and all that, and I don't want to be that channel. But as long as, I don't care if you guys do it, as long as it just doesn't get out of control to where, it's like a distraction in the chat, But I understand you guys are gonna talk about something, and then, so I don't mind it as long as it just doesn't get out of control to where it's distracting. So, but the thing is about Doug Live from Northport. So before, I never went live. I just did regular uploads. And during the Gabby case, I had I would say most of my viewers, I'd say they're kind of split, where they were I think you got 3 type of viewers. You've got the ones that just watch the regular uploads. Then you got the other part that's half and half. They do live chat and then regular uploads. And then you have the third, where it's just they like to do the live shows, and that's understandable. But I had a lot of people wanting me to go live, and I didn't. And so when I was covering the Gabby case, I shout out Doug Live from Northport a couple times in my videos. And so I think I sent a lot of my viewers that were live chatters over to his channel because, I wasn't going live. And so I just kind of have an inside joke that I'm not going to talk about Doug Live from Northport anymore, because I'll just send all my live chatters over there. So that's kind of an inside joke that I just don't shout out any more channels. But it's not true. It's just kind of an inside joke. But Because like I said, back then I didn't do live shows. And so that's like when I'd get new subscribers in that were kind of in that mixed area, I'd kind of send them over there, not realizing, but it's all good. Like I said, I like him. He's a funny guy. He has his own, definitely a unique show for sure. So, so what's up, April? What's up, Indigo Moon? What's up, George? Let me go back up to the top. What's up, Skeet? What's up, Claudia? What's up, KJ? Wow, so many of you guys in here. What's up, Grandma Sandy? What's up, Sleuth Mom? What's up, Peggy? What's up, Jason? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, Doug's okay, but very different. Yeah, he's, like I said, he's got his own unique shit. It's very unique for sure, and he is funny. And Sleuth Mom. So I still need to fix the emoji. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a cross. I was trying to design it before we started the show, but I'm gonna fix it better. So it's supposed to be a cross with no Doug, no talking about Doug live from Northport. So, but like I said, it's just an inside joke. So, thank you so much, Elise, for becoming a member. That's awesome. Thank you. So I got 3 parts to the show. We're going to do Tommy Howe because his story just kind of like got fell to the wayside with I think Brian Laundrie's medical report coming out. You had the 5th anniversary of Delphi, and then Serenity. So you had all these things. Oh, and then Cody Bixby. So everything fell to the wayside when it came to Tommy Howe's story. So I'll just do a little recap and then I'll show you. But it's so crazy because I did a video on him. And, well, let's get into his story first for those that don't know who Tommy Howe is. So Tommy Howe's the guy that got in a car wreck over a month ago. Let's see. I forget the date. It's been a while since I had... let's see if it tells me the date in here. Okay, so last seen January 22nd. And so he got in a car wreck on the interstate. He hit the guardrail, and that bounced him back into the traffic, and he hit another car, or he hit a car with, I believe, a woman and at least one child in the car. And luckily they were okay. And so I can see the chat. And so the lady, after the accident happened, she went to check on her children or her child. I forget how many she had in there. And after she did that, she went to look up to go find the other guy, Tommy. And Tommy got out of the car and just ran. And so he ran and apparently went into this old school forest preserve. So this is the freeway right here. And so the accident happened approximately around here. And he went over and traveled here. And I think, so it was, this is January, and there was snow on the ground. So I'm assuming he probably took this path right here. And they found his phone a few days later somewhere in this park over here. And so then he'd been missing. I did a video on him early February. And, my audio is going in and out. Is anybody else having trouble with the audio? Curious. Thank you, Lisa, if that is the problem. Let me just check my wires. It's like buffering. Oh, is it? Okay. Interesting. Let me... Oh, no. It is buffering. Let me see what I can do to fix it real quick. Oh, it is. Okay, you know what? I think it's probably the Google Earth. So let me take that off. This should probably fix it. Let me know if that fixed it. Streaming freezing too. Okay. I think someone else is on the internet. Let me know if that fixes it. I might have to do it without the video. Let me just give it a second and see if that fixes it. Audio sounds good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't have the best internet right now. I apologize. That's going to be a bummer. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay. Yeah, that fixed it. Bummer. So anyway, they found his body in the river. So I did a live show. Yeah. Go to my live show here. Sounds better now. Okay, thank you guys. My apologies. I said once I get my own place, I'll have much better internet. I'm still just in between living. So let me find this video real quick. So this is crazy because I literally did a video about it. And I suggested a path that he could have taken, and I swear it led right to the Des Moines River, and that's where they found his body. And so they found his body, and he was so let me go to my map real quick. Let me go to theater mode real quick here, guys. Get an ad for my own video. Okay, let me wait for the ad to play here. So this is, so sadly this was his mom. And she was looking for him. So like I said, I did a live show and I kind of thought, well, maybe he would have taken this trailhead right here. And this trailhead actually leads to the Des Moines River. Skip this forward a little bit. So they'd had search crews going out. I don't get to place the ads on my live show, just for you guys to know. That's all the live shows that we do are all automatic. So I apologize if it seems like there's a lot of ads during the live show. But those are all set automatic. So this is the path that I chose right here. Because there's a trailhead and it kind of goes from the park and it connects off here because no one had ever seen him as they were going. And I think he took this this trailhead right here and it leads right to the Des Moines River. As you're going to see, I'm going to kind of go over a little bit. And it's about 2 miles approximately. And they found his body. See if I can fast forward just a little bit so I can get to the part. They found his body just north of the Des Plaines. Is it Des Plaines River? I want to say Des Moines. I'm so used to saying Des Moines, but Des Plaines. I think it's Des Plaines. So they found his body approximately right here. I'm afraid to pull up Google Earth because that might be what's sucking up all the internet. But yeah, this is what the trailhead looks like. Because you got to remember, there's snow on the ground, so I don't think he's just going through the woods, because he would then you would actually have tracks to follow him. But yeah, it's most likely he had been concussed. That's right, Aunt Denny. He most likely had been concussed. And so this is what the trailhead looks like. So I kind of just show you guys. And so this is just past when you go through the park. And so no one would have seen him if he would have took this path, as you can see right here, except for crossing this this little highway right here. But other than this it's all secluded. No one would have seen him. Everybody would have been out looking, around. Probably once they found his cell phone, they would have probably been searching that park or preserve, I believe it's called. But so yeah, this is what it looks like. Like I said, I don't think he'd be running through this because it's kind of thick and you would have snow on the ground. So I would think he would take this and it leads right to the river, and he was found just north of that. And apparently it was from drowning. So I don't think there's foul play involved. You never know, but yes, the cause of death is drowning, Claudia. So yeah, it's sad because he had his whole life ahead of him. Never had any problems, with like drugs or anything with the law. Just graduated, so I feel terrible for his mom. But yeah, so I believe he was found either right here or close to here, one of these, because you can see in the news that there's kind of like an overpass or a bridge over the river. So I believe it's one of these two here. So was he local to the area? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it was this city he's from, but yeah, he's local. I believe he was leaving from a doctor's appointment, coming from a doctor's appointment, I believe. Did he hit his frontal lobe? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So let me see if I can pull up the official report, and then we'll get into the Delphi and then the Malaysian airport. Because there's some news. So I don't know if you guys, I'm sure most of you guys heard the Malaysian 370, the airplane that just disappeared. Possibly could have been hijacked. They released a new segment on, I think it's 60 Minutes Australia, and this guy is like a super really good with like radio waves and signals, and he's come out with a real detailed report and thinks he knows almost like within a certain approximity where the plane could be in the Indian Ocean. So I thought we'd go over that because I think that's really interesting. I've seen several people walk away after an accident because they are in shock and confused. Yeah. And so this kind of goes along with the case I was covering with Kaylin Louder, where she ran out of her house and then she fell in the creek, the Cottonwood Creek, and then was found in the Jordan River on 33rd, 7 miles, you know. It's kind of weird how people end up in rivers. So, let's take a peek real quick. Let's see. Let me know if this buffers. I'm hoping it was the Google Earth that was sucking up the internet. If not, it might be this site right here. Like I said, his story ended up because he'd been missing for like almost, a month? And so that's why it was so interesting, because people are wondering where this guy went. He just run away from an accident. And then finally they found his body, but then you had all these other stories going on. And so they had no idea.
A devastating end tonight to
not a lot of people knew that they actually found his body.
After a car accident.
Oh, thanks, Luna.
Say they recovered the body of 24-year-old Tommy Howe.
Anthony Ponce has the latest live from Liberty. Anthony.
Yes, Dawn and Corey, shortly before 2 this afternoon, 5 teams recovered his body from the Des Plaines River, not far from.
Yeah, it's buffering. My internet is. So anyway, yeah, so they found him in the river. So I'll have to end that story because that's just going to suck up the internet. That sucks. But I said, once I get my own place, I won't have to worry about that. But so story 2 is all my research that I've done. And so with the Delphi case, let me, oh, you know what? I forgot to do the missing today. So let me quickly do that real quick, guys. So if you guys are new to my channel, you guys know that I'm Chris, and I cover cold cases. I've been covering the Delphi case. I do Paranormal Tuesdays. And so with all my videos, I do like a new missing persons poster to kind of give back. And so this is Taylor Still. She went missing 7 days ago. She's 17, from Spokane, Washington. It doesn't give a lot of details on this one. Usually I got details on where, kind of like an inside story, or but it looks like she's got blonde hair. It's tough to tell the eyes. Maybe blue, but looks like she's got blonde hair. But yeah, so she went missing 7 days ago. She's 17, so anybody that's around Spokane, Washington. And then I've got one more. And that's Donovan Jones Jr. He's 19. Last seen, let's see, on the 16th. So 5 days ago, from Zachary, Louisiana. So if anybody's in that area, please take a close look. Let's see what you guys. I've been subscribed for a while. This is my second live. You are great. Thank you, Kim. Oh, thank you so much, Claudia. Yeah, I try to do a little bit of everything. So, over the weekend, basically, with the Delphi murders, I've been trying to recreate what Bridge Guy was wearing. And so those who are not completely familiar with the case, let me just quickly just give a short recap, because I noticed most of you guys are familiar with Delphi, but sometimes I kind of forget that I get new viewers, and so they might have not heard this case. So I'll just give you guys just a brief overview. And I have a new theory, and it's nothing like big, but since I've actually been doing kind of the actual reenactments, I think I've got a pretty good idea of why there's the two sketches, one that's older and one that's kind of like, you know, you got the older BG and the newer BG. I think I've kind of got a theory. And like I said, it's nothing like groundbreaking, but after actually kind of like reenacting him, I think I kind of have a pretty good theory of what he could have probably done to, you know, somebody seen him coming in with all the stuff that he's wearing, so he kind of looks older. And then he kind of does after he does the murder, he takes off some layers, and now all of a sudden you see he's, you know, looks younger. So that's why you kind of got two age range. So I'll kind of go over that here in just a second. So just to kind of recap. So on Monday, February 13th in 2017, Libby and Abby had a snow day. And so, which snow days are like, you know, when you get a day off in school. So they had no school that day. And so they decided to go to the Monon High Bridge. And so Kelsi, Libby's sister, dropped them off. Now, it's we've learned since then that Keegan Klein, or the Anthony Shots account, had been in contact with Libby's account. And actually, even before that, the Anthony Shots account had been in contact with one of Libby's friends. And they actually have like a couple days worth of actual chats that get pretty graphic. And then Libby's friend suggested it to Libby. And so now you got Libby had just been in contact with Anthony Shots. And so that was one of the last accounts that they had that she had been in contact with before she went to the bridge. So the girls get dropped off by their sister a little after 1 p.m. And so at 1:38, they arrive at right here. So this is the road. Their house is up kind of over here. I think back over here, actually. So they drive. So Kelsi drops her sister and Abby off, and they start to begin to take the 501 trail. And so they begin walking. Now, it's possible that they could have seen BG sitting somewhere near the parking lot. It's possible. And so they had already kind of seen him, but didn't think much of him. And they assumed that he could have been possibly parked at the abandoned CPS building. And so the girls walk along the 501 trail. And they get to, so each of these have a platform. So there's 1 through 6. And so they take their first picture at on platform 2, looking ahead. At 2:05, they take the first Snapchat, and that's at platform 3, looking back from where they were walking. And we've studied this photo here, and you can't see BG in it, but he must have been like right there, like just out of focus probably, because he makes up some ground pretty quick. And so this is at 2:07. Now we've learned at I gotta look at my notes, but I think it's at 6 minutes. At 2:13. At 2:13, this video starts, which is apparently 43 seconds. So at 2:13, they start recording. So that means it was 7 minutes from here to here. And some people say that they can walk this entire bridge, in about 5 minutes. So keep that in mind. So they were really taking their time, And apparently Abby, so Libby had walked this before. Apparently Abby was a little more nervous. So, yeah, Abby was kind of, like taking her time, but had no idea that this guy, because they just took in this picture and had no idea. And now, so they start kind of hoofing it, and then he's probably starting to come. And so when this video starts, he's actually, just passing. So if you can see, this is a platform. So this is platform 5 right here. So I don't know if you can tell, but that's a platform 5 right here. That's kind of sticking out. So he's about right here when this recording starts. Now, we've heard the recording, which is guys down the hill. And I've kind of gone in other videos that there is more to this audio, because we now know that it's 43 seconds long. And it even talks about it right here. So please say girls mostly talk about stuff girls talk about in the recording. So in the beginning, they're kind of just chatting with each other. They see this guy coming, and Libby, has already started recording. And so probably right here is when they're talking about girl stuff, because they're probably they're nervous, so they're talking with each other. And hoping this guy just passes, because the plan is to walk to the end of the bridge and then turn back, because you got the river here. So this is the way to get back. So they were hoping this guy would just come, and then they would just, turn around and go. But he kept approaching, and apparently he says, "Hey." Abby says, "Hmm." And then he says, "Guys." And then Abby says, "Is that a gun?" He's got a gun. And then you hear the gun cock. And now he's caught up with them. And now he's telling them he's telling them down the hill. And so that's why guys and down the hill are cut up, because they didn't want the sound of the gun cocking in the video. And that's probably most likely because this was early stages, and they probably, they try not to give a lot of information out, because they don't want somebody to come in and take credit for the murders that has nothing to do with it. I'm just seeing if I have the audio here. Oh yeah, I do have the audio. Let me play the audio. So that's why that's split up. And then I went over in an earlier video, that crunching sound, that's them walking on the gravel. So past this bridge is gravel right here, and kind of like sticks and stuff in forest, the woods. And that's what you hear, is you hear the crunching. And that's what's going on right there. So when he's saying down the hill, he's caught up to the guy, to the two poor girls. And now, so he takes the girls and he wants to take them down the hill, which down here is an embankment. There's two embankments. There's one right here and one about right here. The theory is that he was going to take them about right here, where it's kind of covered on almost all sides, except for anybody, maybe looking this way, but it'd be covered from all this side to do whatever he was going to do. But they found a shoe, Libby's shoe right here, approximately. So they think that the girls tried to run across the river, but he caught up to them. And then sadly, the girls' bodies were found the next day on February 14th. And so yeah, that's that. So now there's always been speculation on what BG was wearing. And I thought I would try to do some reenactments because you never know, could he have been wearing something? Could there have been something on his jacket or the hoodie could have been something he bought somewhere that's kind of more unique. I think it wouldn't hurt to, at least look into it. And so I really wanted, because a lot of people are conflicted on what this is right here. Some people think it's some kind of pouch or deer kit, something. I think it's a hoodie. And some people, I think it's kind of like 50-50. I personally think it's a hoodie. And then he's got the windbreaker. And he's got this kind of white thing sticking out here. And then you've got the cap, which I think could either be a backwards ball cap with the bill facing back. Or what we'd call an ivy hat, where there's just no bill. Let me check the comments real quick. What's up, Samantha? What's up, Single Threat? Let's check in the chat real quick. Where do I find that information that's so chilling to me? What information, Kim? Just curious. The information that on that page that I was looking at? I hear someone say down the hill, I get flashbacks. Yeah. So this case, or that website, excuse me. If you just type in the Delphi timeline, it'll pop up right here. Let me do that for you. There's a link if that's what you're asking. So yeah, so I did some reenactments. So I went shopping. So I bought some stuff, and I couldn't find a fanny pack that was kind of to simulate this this pouch right here. Let me pull up my thing real quick here. So I went shopping. I bought a purse because that was like the closest thing in my eyes, because it's the same thing. It's like a fanny pack because it has the same zippers as a lot of the fanny packs. It's just got a different strap. So I figured I could still imitate the same thing. And so I did 10 attempts on the first day. And the first day I couldn't find a brown hoodie. So, but I mean, if you think this was brown, like I said, this is burgundy. It's almost identical, in my opinion, to this. And then I tried the different hats, and as you can see, the bill doesn't match the bill here. But the jacket's pretty close, but I couldn't recreate this white here. And so I did 10 attempts. I tried putting a white hoodie under, and I did the purse. Yes, I kept the purse. I love the purse. And, but the purse just didn't quite, the first day I did it, it didn't quite really look right as to the picture. But I did another attempt the second day, and I actually kind of think I recreated it a lot better. Oh, you're welcome, Kim. Oh, Eric, you never heard about the audio? Yeah. Yeah, that's how there's so in early investigation, Erica, they had allowed the parents and a few other members to actually watch the whole 43 seconds, apparently. And then there had been some people that interviewed those people, or a person that was in that meeting that got to see the whole video. And then that actually ended up being a transcript of it. But I can't find the actual transcript anymore. But the transcript talks about what they saw and heard. And so, and then they kind of explain what's going on, like especially with this. So as you can see, the black that pokes over real quick, this is actually, because it's zoomed in, that this is actually Abby's coat peeking through for just a second, because you got Libby and then you got Abby that's kind of standing in front off to the side a little bit, but her kind of clothing kind of like blows into the frame for a second. So that's what this is, and nobody knew what this was when this first was released. So that's kind of how they kind of verified or knew that the transcript was real, I guess you could say, because it was explaining stuff that nobody could understand. So anyway, so I did 10 attempts. Like I said, the first day I tried different jackets and stuff. I really couldn't recreate the scene the first day. And on the second day, so these are all the attempts here, and then I kind of matched up. But on the second day, I went back out, and I feel like I got a whole lot better idea. So let me skip to this. So this time I actually found a brown hoodie with white strings, and that's this hoodie here. Unfortunately, they didn't have a large size, so I had to get a medium. So it doesn't stick down as much as that burgundy hoodie did, but as you can see, it matches. And then I made the ivy hat, and I feel like I kind of recreated that. So this is 70 feet out, which is where he's at compared to the girls. And so this is 70 feet, I believe, right here. And I feel like, and also I got a reversible windbreaker that's dark blue with gray on the inside. I feel like I really recreated the white, the lighter color that you see around his neck. Yes, it was interesting. I did have a toy gun in the pocket. So I bought a toy gun just to recreate everything. But sadly, it was so windy that day, and so I'll give you an idea. And not only was it windy, but it was like super busy. And I know some of you guys have seen this, but I want to play this, and I'll get into my theory that I haven't shared in my other live. So, is it this one? So as you can hear the wind, it just got worse and worse and worse. But every time we'd go to this bridge, or every time I was going to do a run on that day, we'd look and see if there's anybody coming. There would be nobody. And then as soon as I started walking, people would show up and need to cross the bridge. And so usually I'd walk slower, like the bridge guy, but I had to kind of like hoof it because like I knew people would be coming. And that was one of the runs where there's people coming. But it's so funny because when I was doing this, there was these guys on Segways. Okay, yeah, this is the clip. So there's these guys on Segways, and there was like 15, 20 of them, and they showed up, and there's a few stragglers, so they're waiting for their buddies before they were going to cross the bridge. And I was telling them, I was kind of explaining what I was doing. They were kind of looking at me funny. And they told me, yeah, go ahead, do it, go ahead, do it, because we're still waiting for our buddies. So I got like 15 people watching me, really have no idea what's going on. And so here's me doing this, and I could only imagine what's going through their minds. But you can hear them in the background.
Yeah, I'm good. Dave, you're gonna have to clean that board, bro. Man spilled beer on my board. Dave? God damn it, Dave. All of this, he's doing it right then.
Oh, that wind was so bad. Anyway. Oh, I wanted to ask you a question. I am a teacher myself, and I know that teenagers are stuck to their phones at every opportunity. Surely BG would have realized that the girls would have a phone. So they found the phone, apparently. Thank you, Kim. So they found the phone. Okay, so the bodies were found here. Let me go to where it shows the bodies. So the bodies were found here. Apparently the phone was found on this side of the creek, if I recall. So I think what happened is, so as he approached, when he got up close to here, now you got to remember that Abby's kind of standing a little bit in front of Libby. Libby's the one that's recording. So, and then of course he's still, this is at 70 feet away. So I'm sure when he got closer to platform 6, she put the phone in her pocket, because they even talked about how a lot of the recording is muffled. So she put the phone in her pocket, and I think what probably happened is, so you got to think, so now he's pointing the gun at him, and now they're going to go down these hills. Now I'm sure he wants to do his thing and then, check the bodies and stuff. But I think what happened is that his plan didn't go as planned. And, when they came down this second embankment, they ran for it. And so the whole plan changed. And so now he has to catch up to him. And probably maybe one of them kind of fell. And they didn't want to leave each other behind. And then he caught up to him in the river, or just past the river. Caught up to him. And I think, like I said, the phone was found over here slightly. So I think maybe they scuffled and it fell out. And of course, you got to think he's trying to control 2 girls. And so they didn't realize the phone fell out. And then, of course, now he's still got to do his thing. And they said that everything kind of ended by 3:30. So if he filmed, if this is at 2:13, that gives him basically an hour. But it may seem a long time, but that's not really. And with all that stuff going on. So I think, between the struggle and him trying to get the girls, that probably the phone flew out, luckily. And now, he's doing, sadly, this thing. And now, of course, now he's got to clean up and get out of there. And he don't have time to go search for a phone, I bet you he looked. But luckily, since it was over here, I'm sure there was some kind of struggle between the two. And it fell out. But he had to control them, so. As well as you see, I was wondering if he didn't care because he was the actual murderer, but the person who lured them. Are we looking at the wrong person? I don't think so, Miss Wells. They seem pretty confident. Now, what they think is, now I don't think Keegan Kline had anything to do with it. But I think that account can lead to him. He could have used the Anthony Shots account. He could have sold, not even sold, but, they traded CP on it. If you guys know what CP is, child. And maybe since he had all this stuff on there, on that account, and he had access to all these young girls, could he have sold, maybe given away his account to other people to use so they could lure girls? Or could have somebody... Because somebody made a Kick account, Anthony Shots Kick account, could they have copied that Anthony Shots, but it was actually done by another person? That's a working theory as well. I still need to look into that theory a little bit more. I know, they haven't been able to find 5 years, so yeah. Clyde says, and if he took her phone, he could have pinged too. Yeah. Yeah, well, most people wonder why he didn't grab it and smash it. And yeah, thank you, Sleuth. Yeah, Kick was created 16. Yeah, could have the Kick account been created by somebody else and not Anthony Shots, or not by Keegan Kline, or Keegan Kline. Yeah, I think that theory could hold water, Miss Wells, for sure. Yeah, I don't know if there's a video out there. I don't think there is. I think maybe they were going, maybe, but I don't think there's a video out there. But that could have been the theory, that they were going to do something like that. So this is my theory. So let's get into the theory I had. Let's see. Let me go to my live show real quick. So this one, sorry, I got so many live shows. Let's see. It's this one. Here we go. All right. So this is my theory. So this is why I think he had a hoodie instead of some kind of fanny pack or something. And why there's an old sketch and a new not old sketch and new sketch, but why there's a sketch of a 40 to 50 person and an age range with a younger person with 20 to 30. So I think he came in and let me get up for 1 second, guys. I'm going to do a quick reenactment. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me all right. I don't have my headphones on. Okay. Now remember, this would be white. I don't have my brown hoodie. I've got the burgundy hoodie, which unfortunately doesn't have okay, the white strings. But I think these were white. And of course this is navy blue. But I'm just showing this just as an example. So I think the string was probably something like this. Then you got the reversible jacket, so you had the gray here. So this is what happens. You have one witness that points out this sketch here, the first sketch right here. So you got this guy. He could even maybe had like a fake mustache or something. He's looking down. So I'm going to look older because I've got this hat on and everything. Now you catch up to the girls. Unfortunately, he kills them. And now you're going to have blood all over you. Especially, you're going to have blood on your coat and stuff. So now you need to hide the blood that's all over your coat. You don't want to look like the same guy that came in the park. So now you take that off. And this jacket, this hat, this gun, I mean, seriously, I could fit so much into this hoodie and just look normal. I don't know if you guys can see that. I just fit all that stuff in there, and I could fit so much more. I think I could fit like a Pepsi can in here, my lunch. This is why I think he was wearing a hoodie. And then you got a young guy. And that's my recreation, So I think he walked out just looking like a younger guy. He walked in trying to look like an older guy. Oops, let me fix this. Hopefully you guys could see that all right. So I think he walked in looking like an older guy. So that's why there's two witness sketches that are just kind of completely different. And I would even go as far as, what if he actually had like a fake nose on or something? I don't know if I want to go that far, but I'm just saying it's possible. But that's why I think that there's just kind of a sketch why someone would think he's older, because just the hat alone, putting that hat alone. Yeah, I'm gonna mess up my hair, but already I'm gonna look like if I'm looking down and you really and I just kind of pass you while I'm looking down, I'm just gonna look tad older. And if I got some facial hair on, and then now you can just ditch everything, or not ditch everything, put everything in your pocket, and that way you're not leaving evidence behind at the scene, and then just walk out. And that's kind of my idea, my theory in a nutshell. So Sunshine says, well done, Chris. Thank you, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna do more stuff like this, because it's one thing to just kind of cover cases, but I like to get out and actually do experiments and stuff. Yeah, Sandy says, wonder if you buried clothes or anything out there. It's possible. Let's see. All those clothes made him look stocky. Yeah, his legs skinny under the jeans. Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, he could be a lot skinnier. Yeah, he could be wearing all this heavy stuff and look bigger. Yeah, so he looks like he's, 200 plus pounds. And now, so you got like this 200 plus guy going in there, and now you got this like 180 dude, 180 pounds coming back out, young guy. And it's just the same guy. He just, so yeah, I bet he probably did burn some clothes. 3D. Yeah, that's a good point, Jeff. Yeah, 3D printer technology, and I guess, yeah. Be wearing 2 pairs of pants. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because, well, now they would both get wet, though, because he did cross the river. Yeah, Claudia just, what about his wet jeans? Yeah. So, I don't think that would look too bad, because wet jeans don't stick out. I mean, they do, but they, you could have just looked like, he could have just looked like he went to check out the creek and he stepped in a little bit. But yeah, that's interesting. For sure, looking bigger would be more intimidating to the girls. Yeah. I think he was young because of the way he walks. Yeah, he crossed that bridge. I mean, just how quickly he caught up to those girls is... Now, the girls were going slow, especially Abby, and I think that's why. But he made up a lot of ground. And I don't think there's anything wrong with his legs. A lot of people thought that there's something wrong with his leg. You got to think of how the video starts over, and that's where it looks funny, is when this video starts over again, it makes his leg almost look like it's weird. So, and they said that he's actually changing course as well. So he's actually starting, so he's on kind of the right side of the track. He's actually starting to go into the center. So he's changing direction along with, you got these gaps in the boards. Apparently there's even some that are missing, apparently. So there's so many variables that this guy is traversing right now that's going to make him look walking funny. Plus you got them 70 feet back. The view's kind of tilted a little bit. So you got so many variables that are going to make him look awkward. But if he's able to control 2 girls, I think he's pretty in shape, I guess you could say. Albania. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, man. Thank you, Catherine. What's up? Oh, hey, yeah, I'll add you as a mod so I don't forget, because I couldn't do it earlier. Thank you, Karen. So before I get into my last part, let me just show you guys, we're getting real close to $200 with our donations. So we're up to, I think, 160. This is still kind of approximate, because YouTube takes 30%, but then after the 30%, then that's I take 35% of all donations, and we're going to do the Humane Society for February and March, and then I think for April I'll do a poll, and I'll put a bunch of different places that we could donate to, and then let you guys pick from a list of my favorites, so that way we can all kind of get back together. Six Mom, does it count if I unlike and like 5 more times? Okay, did I get blocked or something? I don't know, okay, I don't think so. I've been seeing your messages. I don't think so. As a teacher, I would use guys to speak to my students. Yeah, I mean, I think that's normal. Miss Wells, I always say, what's up, guys? I think it's just normal. It feels weird to say, hey, all. What's up, all? What's up, guys and gals? It's just, we're short, So, Smile Train Charity. So, how many I got in here before we get into the third part of the show real quick? So, let's see. We've got, 216. That's awesome. So let me show the missing one more time. So we got so many people in here. And then I just want to go over the Malaysian airline, because I thought that was so interesting that this guy thinks he's discovered where that airliner is at. And the way he figured it out, I think is really interesting. So this is Donovan Jones, and he is 19. He just went missing 5 days ago from Zachary, Louisiana. So if anybody's from that area, just please take a close look. The number is down there. And this is Taylor Still, missing 7 days ago from Spokane, Washington. She's 17. So, was last seen on February 14? Yeah. So anybody in that area, please take a close look. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you. Rather money donated to missing exploited children or animals. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yep, I did my OnlyFans, my only show. So, yeah, let's get into... Oh, I think I need to take this hoodie off, though. All right, hold on 1 second. It's so hot in here. Okay. All right, yeah. Woo! That is a nice hoodie. I got that hoodie from, I think, Goodwill. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. I could not find a brown hoodie to save my life the other day. I was trying so hard to get a brown hoodie. Yes, yeah, I have to keep it kind of PG rated, I guess. But yeah, I could not find a brown hoodie to save my life the other day. I was so mad. I went to 10 stores to get a brown hoodie. I don't know. I could find burgundy everywhere. And, oh, I got an... Oh, thanks, George. You're amazing. Thanks, buddy. George has been helping out so much. That's awesome, George. Good job, Chris and Mob Crew. Yeah, thank you, guys. Everybody's important. Just because you can't donate. I know people are in... It's tough times, so I understand not everybody can donate, and that doesn't make you any less important. Just being here is... And, you know, chatting is... helps out so much. So, Biden cries. Have you considered spray painting the burgundy? Yeah, I was thinking about dyeing it. If I am going to do a third run because there's a few things that I want to get a little closer. So I might do that. We'll see. So, yeah, you can't put links, VK. Sorry. But yeah. That's just kind of normal. Only mods can post links just because we don't know, you know, just because you say it's an okay channel, we have to kind of be careful because there's a lot of trolls that will post things and then it takes you to a site that people don't need to be going to. So, yeah. Chris, make me feel good. I can't know it. Oh yeah, like I said, I know because I've been there, you know. But yeah, I think we're getting really close. I'm super excited to be donating over close to 200 this month. So you guys are so amazing. What's up, Michelle? Yeah, I feel so much better. That was so weird. I felt so bad yesterday and I couldn't go live. And I was going to do a members only live and I was so excited for that. Because I was going to have them call in. So, because I wanted to start doing that and start taking calls on this show. On my regular live shows to kind of let you guys, provide your theories and stuff. So I wanted to test that with the members only, and I don't know, I got so sick yesterday, but now I feel fine. I don't get it. So if you guys haven't heard the Malaysian air fights, so it went missing on March 8, 2014. So crazy. And it just disappeared. And there's been theories. So this was the pilot, and they thought that he could have hijacked the airplane, the airliner, and just drove it into the ocean. But they had done some triangulating where they thought it could be, and so they had sent some freighters out there. But they couldn't ever locate it. from the triangulations that they coordinates that they had. I'm trying to find the picture here. Sorry, the internet's slow. Okay, so they believe it's somewhere in the Indian Ocean. So it left Malaysia here, and I think it's in the Indian Ocean here. Let's see. It's not the best map. Oh. Let me see what this is. Is this the same one? Yeah, that's the same one. So they made a 60 Minutes Australia, and I would play the video, but it'd probably kick me off for copyright issues. But they had this thing that came out yesterday saying this guy, so he's like real good with radio waves and signals and how they're produced. And so he's been studying. And so I guess that when a plane's up in the air and you got radio waves, it's like a straight line. And a plane, if it goes through these radio waves, and he can look at past radio waves. I don't know how it works, but he can look at past radio wave signals that have been sent out. And if any of them get interrupted, he can tell, from a certain height that that's a plane. And so during that time and day in that area, there was only 2 planes. But the other plane apparently flew like north or something. So they knew that it was only Malaysia. And so he literally, from all the disturbances that this plane was creating through all these little signals, he literally detailed where the plane had gone, and it is close. It is kind of where they had thought it was. It's in the Indian Ocean, but he has a much better, narrower estimation of where the plane is in the ocean. And unfortunately, they had actually looked in that area, but they said that they only get so many passes with the boats and freighters that they could have easily went over it, but didn't see it. And so this guy figured it out. And so we've seen, this isn't the one that I'm trying to find. There's another one where they actually show what the approximate flight path. Let me look back on here. Let me see if it's got it on here. Let's see if they got the approximate flight path. This is kind of it. Kind of. See if I find a better one. Is that a good one? I'll just use this one. Here, let me pull this up real quick. So this is the triangulation. So as you can see, that's a lot of area to actually have to cover. So, but he determined that the flight took off and it came around this way, and then it actually did what's called a holding pattern. So a holding pattern is when they get close to an airport and they have to wait for other airliners to, land. So they get in a holding pattern, wait until it's their turn till air traffic control says, okay, it's your turn to come, on the tarmac. So that's the one thing that they didn't have in the other report, is that he figured out that they actually had held a holding pattern around over here. And so they think that he had actually been communicating with Malaysia. And so they're kind of covering it up. And like I said, it's really interesting. You guys get some time if you guys are curious about that story. It's fascinating. But he determined that it's, somewhere in the Indian Ocean in this... So like I said, they had this huge area because when you triangulate something, you got this, you kind of get with something like this, and then you got this X. So they went over these areas, but they'd figured that it actually ended up somewhere just kind of where they'd went over, but they just didn't have the funds. So they're trying to get another freighter out there to search the bottom of the ocean. So But yeah, if you guys get a chance, 60 Minutes to Australia, it's pretty interesting. So, but I think that's going to do it, guys. I'm going to go live tonight. I just wanted to I really was only going to go for like an hour. I think I went longer. But yeah, you guys have to check it out. It's pretty interesting. So thank you, George, for the donations. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will go live tonight as well. I'll probably do some Delphi and some other cases. I might check out the Flora fires. So, and then I've also got a video dropping which shows all my collaborations of the runs and attempts for BG. So look out for that. So I will see you guys tonight. Yeah, I know. Oh my god, I was in the middle of writing dictionary. I missed the live. Yeah, I'll be going live tonight again, Lady M. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm sorry if it was a little laggy. All right, guys. I love you guys. We'll see you tonight. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Dana, Karen, Lady M, Fruit Loop, Karen Vickers, Sunshine, Jeff B. Have a great Monday. Thank you, Elise. Love you guys.